So the challenge is they wanted to create a dramatic portrait anytime and anywhere. And you guys want to do that now? Yeah? All right, so this is what we're going to do. Basically, we'll just have Kim profiling to the angle that she likes, which is right here. Okay? So this is where she's going to be profiling, correct? So let's put our camera right here. Wait, let's stop this one first. So this is how I would do it normally if we want to create a dramatic portrait anywhere. Remember we talked about the inverse square law? The inverse square law meaning the closer the light is to the subject, the faster the fall off will be, right? So right now, my camera's on manual mode, ISO 100, 1/800 f2.8, okay? But let's say, can we turn on that light? That's a Nanlite Forza 150, right? 150B. Can we put it at ISO at 5600 Kelvin? 5600 Kelvin and put it on full power. Okay. That's full power, right? So how does it look like? By the way, our model Kim, right here. And this is actually a demo of the Beyond Ambient Light workshop here in Isabela. Can we move the TV here? By the way, hi everyone. I'm Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines. And we're taking you behind the scenes during this workshop here, once again, in Isabela. And say hello to everyone that's participating. And sorry they're a bit low battery already because it's the end of the day and they're all tired. But it's just fun, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, look at this. All right. So look at this one. You notice that the light is actually spilling everywhere, correct? So we're not creating a really nice dramatic portrait. But what will happen is when I put the light this close, Kim, close your eyes. Profile to your left. Close your eyes. There. Of course, you don't make her look towards the light because it's going to blind her. However, look at this. Kim, face me first and look here. Good. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Love it. Kim, do you mind putting your hand maybe here? Yeah. And then chin down. Chin down. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Chin down, chin down, chin down, chin down. Good. Oh, there we go. When you hold on to your hand, feel it talaga. Feel it over your chest. You could close your hands over each other. You could do this. Yeah. There. Perfect. It's like you're holding something dear. Okay? Good. Chin down, chin down. Look at that. Chin down some more, chin down some more. Feel it some more. Yeah, profile now to your left. There, that's it. That's perfect. Look at that. Oh, it's not showing there. Can you guys see it? No, you cannot. Why can't you see it? But look at that one. That's beautiful, Kim. It's really, really beautiful. There. And look at this. We can actually shift it to, keep that, Kim. That's it. She look fantastic. Beautiful. And it's just basically one light that is very close to her because of the inverse square law. So again, the inverse square law basically states that the closer the light is to the subject, the faster the fall off will be. So having it this close, and we're actually creating really soft light because of the distance of the light to the subject, relatively big to her face. However, we're creating more contrast. And that is the image that you're actually seeing. Thank you very much, Kim. You look fantastic. All right. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please do subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, click that notification bell. Okay? All right. You guys want to do one more? Yes. Okay. So here's a bonus for those that watched until the very end of this video. I will show you how I would edit my images using my iPad. As you can see here, I actually edited the video that you just saw using my iPad Pro M4 with Final Cut Pro for the iPad. Now, all the images that you saw during the video
was straight out of the camera. It was connected directly to my iPad, and I was just doing a screen record. So now I want to show you how I edited the final picture that you saw in the video. So the first thing that I would do is import my files into Final Cut. So I'll press Files here. I have my files in Dramatic Portrait within my iPad, but I can also use an external drive if I want to. So I'll just open that and select all the pictures that we took. You see that there's RAW and JPEG files, and then import. So I have everything here now in Final Cut, and you can see that I have RAW and JPEG files. My RAW files are basically the colored files, and the JPEGs are the ones that I shot in black and white. So right now, I can actually just go through everything and choose the ones I like the most. So I'll probably choose the RAW files first. This one I really like, this JPEG file. So let's look for the RAW file of that one. Here it is. So I started already. So when I go back, I can actually sort it so that I can just see the ones that I start. So which are these two things? So let's edit this one. All right. So you can see here, it started 5. So let's edit this one. But to be honest, the black and white image is already fantastic, except that I found that the shadows were crushed too much. So with Final Cut, all I have to do is basically adjust a bit of my exposure. Maybe also the brightness, just to create a bit more highlight. Then maybe bring up the shadows a little bit. But I did want to create a high contrast image. However, this part here is the problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a layer mask. So I'll select the background. So I'll show what it did. It selected the background now. So there. And what I can do is I can make my exposure super dark there, but I only want it to affect this part here. So what I'll do is I'll edit the mask and basically just subtract everything. And there you go. So press done, and you could see that I was able to remove that one. So from there, let's check it. This is the black and white image. This is the one that I edited. So what if I really do like it in black and white? So if I convert it in black and white from the raw file, see the difference? There. You're actually decreasing the contrast, but this one I might add a little bit more contrast. So let's just add a little bit more contrast here, just to make it a little bit more dramatic. There we go. So which one do you like better? The straight out of camera black and white image or the one that I just edited? Both are actually nice. It's just per taste. But at least by shooting in RAW plus JPEG, I was able to preserve the colored if I want it colored and convert it to black and white if needed, or I can just use the straight out of the camera black and white image.